Hi there, Virgo. So I'm going to be doing your reading right now, and I'd like to make a note that I do offer personal readings. So if you're interested, please check out the description box below. If you do plan on subscribing, please make sure to hit the notification button. That way you'll get notified whenever I post my videos. And if this reading resonates, please make sure to hit the like button. So I'm going to be doing past, present, and future, and I'm going to be pulling out oracle cards at the end. Okay, Virgo? So let's get started. Can I get the past energy for Virgo, please? The past energy for Virgo. So it's the most recent past, but you could be going through it now, so just take it as is, because it's not really time sensitive. Okay, Virgo? The past energy for Virgo. 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 Okay, so the past energy for Virgo, please. It's the Ace of Wands, the Tower, two cards, the Eight of Pentacles with Justice, the present energy for Virgo, please. Oh, the Queen of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the future energy for Virgo, please. The Chariot in reverse with the Devil. What happened all of a sudden? And the Seven of Wands in reverse, and the overall energy for the reading. It's the Fool in reverse. It seems like there is someone that's having to take a leap of faith, especially if there are fears. Okay? It started off pretty positive, and then something happened right here. So that's why the Fool is showing up in reverse, because someone could have fears of taking that leap of faith. So when I clarify, I'll gain more insight, okay? So when I look at the past, I see that potential for a passionate new beginning and someone being hit with a tower moment of realization. So they're thinking about you, there's heavy contemplation, they're wanting to make things right, balance things out. This could have been you going through major changes as well with a tower. So now I see a match between the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So you're showing up as someone that's very loving and very nurturing, and there's someone that's wanting to work things out with the Three of Pentacles. So this person does have love for you. However, when I look at the future energy, there could be a lot of overthinking with the Devil, because the Chariot is showing up in reverse. So if it was a Chariot in the upright, this is someone that's making a choice and moving forward with determination, but there's indecision for whatever reason. So maybe this is requiring someone to be open. It's also requiring to put in effort as well towards this brand new beginning. That's why the Fool card is showing up in reverse. Anyway, so let me clarify the Fool in reverse for Virgo, please. The Fool in reverse for Virgo. The Fool in reverse for Virgo, please. I'm using this new deck. The Fool in reverse for Virgo. The Fool in reverse for Virgo. The Fool in reverse for Virgo. One more. Okay, clarifying the Fool in reverse. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. There's someone that's having to let go of fear. And wow, that's interesting. The Two of Wands. It's like someone having to make that choice and let go of fear. That's a very obvious message. Somebody has to make that choice, whether it's you or the person that you're dealing with. And there's indecision with the Three of Wands in reverse. Let me get one more card. Yeah, because I don't see someone detaching or walking away. So this is telling me that someone's having to make that choice to take that leap of faith and let go of fear. So let me clarify the Ace of Wands. Death in reverse, so I don't see an ending. The Ten of Cups, and I see that potential for wish fulfillment and happiness. A passionate new beginning with the Ace of Wands. But the Queen of Swords is showing up in reverse. There's someone that's having to be direct about their feelings. So let me get one more card before I say anything. Well, that card wanted to come out. The King, because there's a lack of expression with the King of Wands showing up in reverse. Maybe somebody was thrown off. Somebody could have had insecurities as well. The Tower, the High Priestess. So this could even be you listening to your intuition. Maybe this is you being hit with realization as well, with the Tower going through major Justice in reverse. So maybe someone was not being honest about how they felt towards you. And that's why I see a lack of stability. So this was someone that was not being quite honest about how they felt. And I don't see them moving forward or making that offer. So they could have been thrown off. But they're thinking about you with the Eight of Pentacles. Wanting to make things right. Wanting to communicate. Someone's been hit with clarity. Somebody wanting to speak their truth. But there was something unfortunate about this situation with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So things didn't take a turn for the positive, and I see the Queen of Pentacles showing up in reverse. So I feel like you and this person are not together in the 3D. Somebody did not make that offer. So maybe this was you hit with clarity. Things were not balanced out because someone was not making that offer. They could have been thrown off, or there was like a lack of expression. Even though I don't see a clear ending, with Death in reverse and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Someone having to let go of fear. Somebody having to be direct about their feelings and intentions. So let me clarify the Queen of Cups. Strength. So I kind of see you trying to remain strong, patient, even with temperance. Beautiful. Balanced. You could have gone through the healing process. And look at that, there was that potential for stability with the King of Pentacles. So if there were some issues in the past, I see the potential for stability with the King of Pentacles. Somebody having a lot of love for you, wanting to work things out. The Queen of Cups. So you are someone that's very loving and very nurturing. The Two of Swords is like a fated encounter. But let me get one more card. Yeah, like definitely talking about a fated encounter with the Two of Swords and the Two of Cups. So it seems like you are dealing with a very special connection. Maybe there was some overthinking as well, but let's see. Let me clarify the King of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of Swords. Someone's not taking swift action. So if this is someone that has a lot of love for you, it's like they're wearing a mask. Meaning they're not they're not taking swift action. And that's why there's confusion, even though there's an acknowledgement of a connection and they're aware of their feelings. Okay? So let me clarify this Chariot in reverse. The Eight of Swords, there we go. There's someone that's stuck up in their headspace. There's a lot of overthinking, possibly even fear-based thoughts. with the Eight of Swords. This person's thinking about you quite a bit, okay? They have clarity regarding their feelings, but they're not making that offer. That's why the Ace of Pentacles is showing up in reverse. So the Chariot, again, if this was in the upright, is like somebody making that choice and moving forward with determination. There could be indecision even, because someone's, yeah, so this person's not rushing in passionately with the Knight of Wands in reverse. Even though they do have clarity regarding their feelings, and there's a desire to communicate. That somebody's weighing their options, trying to figure out what to do. Let me clarify the Seven of Wands in reverse. So there's that Ace of Wands. So it started with the Ace of Wands and it ends with the Ace of Wands. So there's that potential for a passionate new beginning. But it's like, yeah, the Hierophant, it seems like you are dealing with a very special connection. Get one more card. Yeah, it's like, it's really talking about like overcoming fear and getting out of one's headspace with the Devil in reverse and putting in the effort towards this connection, because it seems like there is that potential for a passionate new beginning and you are dealing with a very special connection, okay? The Ten of Pentacles, I see that potential for wish fulfillment, abundance, somebody having clarity, but for whatever reason, they're not rushing in, okay? So let's see, let me get further insight from the Intimate Tarot for Virgo, please. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. I see a match between the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. It's really talking about like letting go of fears, getting out of one's headspace. Further insight from the Intimate Tarot for Virgo, please. Yeah, the Two of Cups. So it seems like you are dealing with a very special connection. There's that potential for stability. And there you go, just as I said it, the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles with the Two of Cups. The Four of Swords. So there is someone that's thinking about you. There's heavy contemplation. Okay, but someone's having to really be direct about how they feel. So I see a slow energy heading towards you. They're trying to think things through. They're trying to be methodical, possibly. They're moving forward. Ah, the King of Swords. So this is someone's up in their headspace. So the King of Swords is trying to be logical, practical, possibly even in control over their emotions. And they're having to be honest about how they feel with the Seven of Swords. So Judgment, it's like somebody having to make that profound decision, okay? And so messages from the Oracle deck for Virgo. 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 No? Okay, I can't take those. Try that again. Virgo. 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 One more. Oh, two more. And just as I said it, honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. Card number 38, which is 11. Okay. Or 2. Card number 44, which is 8. Get to know each other. Learn to meet another's need for love. And 47, which is 11. Or again, physical touch, a tender touch can mean so much. So there has to be expression, honesty. And card number 40, which is for be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible, right? So letting go of fears. Card number 23, which is 5. Take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. So someone having to take that chance or take that leap of faith with the Fool card showing up in reverse. So let me get messages from Soul Helper deck 4 Virgo. 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 And that's it. Okay. So card number 35, which is 8. Follow your vision. Never lose sight of what is really important. Card number 7. Release your creative energies. Make use of them in your life. 7, 8. Card number 39 or 12 or 3. The time of guilt and shame ends now. Forgive yourself and begin to love yourself just as you are. And card number 22, which is 4. The time for romance has come. See it as an opportunity for a radiant life. And just as I pulled out 2 cards, so 22 could be a significant number, or 4. Okay, so that's my reading for you, Virgo, and I'll see you next time. Take care.